Nigeria a lasting solution to secession agitations and its economic challenges by restructuring the country. For the very first time, they have now acknowledged the impact of the secessionist moves being made. We are agitating for freedom. We are not seceding. I know that black people, they have difficulties absorbing information. Biafra is old, over 5,000 years old. Whoever is talking about Biafra seceding from Nigeria, you are drunk or you're not well. But I can understand that the word secession has taken over the understanding, or should I say, has eaten deep into the subconscious of people, or to their subconsciousness. And for that very reason, they find themselves resorting to using the word secession all the time, rather than just saying it for what it is: agitation for freedom, that people want to be free. Enoch Adeboye is now saying, considering what happened on the 1st, is advising the federal government to find a lasting solution to our agitation. I never knew it would come to this, but it has come to it, which means that everybody now understands the potency of what we are doing. Everybody now understands the potency, the seriousness, the determination, and the resoluteness of this very noble family of IPOB worldwide, and what we represent before our people. I will continue. Adeboye said the restructuring of the country must be done as soon as possible to forestall a breakup of the various socio-ethnic components that make up Nigeria. The 78-year-old cleric stated this on Saturday at a 60th Independence Day celebration symposium organized by the Redeemed Christian Church of God and the Nehemiah Leadership Institute. At the symposium with the theme, "Where will Nigeria be in 2060?" Of course, there will be no Nigeria. Monitored by Izu newspaper, Adeboye proposed the adoption of a merger of the British-style environment and American system of government to pave the way for Nigeria's future. The former lecturer at the Department of Mathematics of the University of Lagos said, "Why can't we have a system of government that is 100% Nigerian?" I don't know what he means by 100% Nigerian, because I don't know what is Nigerian. Are you talking about the political system, the monarchical system of the Yoruba? Are you talking about the feudal system of the Fulani? Are you talking about the republican, nature of we Biafrans? What is that Nigerian system that is so unique, that a blend of the British parliamentary system and the US presidential system can give us? This is the difficulties that I always have with people. When people want to make a point, a philosophical, because it's about philosophy, ideology, about the evolution of a society, when you want to talk about the evolution of a society, when you're proposing for the adoption of a political system that you think might suit your needs or your purposes, you must look inwards. Looking inwards doesn't mean going to Britain or going to USA. You ask yourself a simple question, and that is the starting point. There are ethnic groups that were nations before the white man came. That very system that they were running worked for them. And this is something that I want Pastor Adeboye to acknowledge this very evening. Of course, I commend him for having said the things that he said. But what is very, very critical is that if you want to create something that is uniquely Nigerian, in fact, borrow your words, uniquely Nigerian, that thing must recognize the Yoruba monarchical system, where you have the Oba, you have monarchy. In the north, what they have is a feudal system. We have one Fulani person is maybe very ranked, and then there are other people who are impoverished. The Hausa people are very poor, begging on the streets. That is their own political system. Where I come from, nobody is a king. Where I come from, we are Republicans by nature. Now, what Pastor Adeboye is saying is the fusion, the marriage of all these three different socio-political systems. You also lack the discipline to implement the US presidential style of governance. What you need to do, if at all you want to create something that is uniquely Nigerian, if I can borrow these words, you must look at replicating or adopting some elements or aspects of Yoruba monarchical system. Where you have the Oni of Ife or Alafin of Oyo. Benin has a very strong monarchy as well, the Oba of Benin. In the north, you have a feudal system. You have feudal lords and their vassal states all the way to Nupe, subservient to Sokoto Caliphate. In where I come from in Biafra land, we are Republicans. The reason why I'm dwelling on this is that I want Pastor Adeboye to understand that what he's proposing is unworkable. It is unworkable. Because the British one that you're seeking to import was the one that they adopted upon independence, and it failed very woefully. Is that not correct? Second Republic was Shagari's vision. Shagari came in, they adopted the US style presidential system where they invested power in it crumbled, led to a lot of corruption. They are back to that same nonsense, but they went back to it in the year 1999. It's the same mess that people are in now. Now he is proposing, he is saying that to have something that is truly uniquely Nigerian, you need to marry the British parliamentary system and the presidential system. And I'm asking, how do you marry the two? How is it possible for you to marry the two? Are both of them, I ask? Are both of them African by nature? Is what is in England. How can you justify? How can you transplant that and impose it on people who are not disciplined, people who are not educated, people who are not refined, people who are ethnically bigoted, so to speak, people who are tribalistic in all their outlook, people who are nepotistic? How is that possible? If you want to create something that is uniquely African, that is uniquely Nigerian, that thing must take into account the monarchy of the Yoruba race, the feudal law of the Fulani controlled Ariwano, and of course the republicanism of Biafrans. Now, what I want everybody to understand, and everybody who is listening to understand very carefully, is that nowhere in the history of the whole world has any society on this earth been able to marry these three unique systems into one. It is not possible. I repeat, you cannot have a feudal system in the north, a monarchical system in the west, and the republican system in the east, and you fuse three of them to become one. It is not possible. Now, let me also make people understand or bring to their attention or knowledge the anomaly, what I call the anomaly of the reference to Nigeria as a republican state or as a republic. Nigeria is not a republic. It has never been, not from then. Because in a republic, for those of them hampering or clamoring, or should I say, this nostalgia for the US, presidential style of system of government. Let me make this very clear. This is a very sensitive lecture this evening that I want you to understand. Listen to me very carefully, please. America is a republic, and some of you don't know the meaning of a republic. A republic means that all men are created equal, born equal, and all are equal before the law of man. The canon laws that you need. That's the meaning of it. All of you are equal. Now, Nigeria cannot be a republic and you have a sultan of Sokoto. That's a traditional ruler. It cannot be a republic. Even my late father cannot. In a republic, there should be. My father's stool should not be there. In a republic, you don't have the Oni of Ife. You don't have the laughing of Oyo. No, of course not. It's not a republic. You don't have royalty. In a republic, it's an anomaly. That is why Britain, when they look at you, they laugh at you. They know you know nothing. They say these are black people. Their brains are empty. Why? Because in a republic, there is no royal highness. I don't know if I'm making any sense to people. That is why all the people that call themselves intellectuals in this room, those that call themselves the elite, those that say that they want to school, that they're professors, when I say the things I say, they say I insult them. I'm not insulting you, but I just want you to understand that you are not intelligent enough to understand even what you want or what you need. Our dear pastor Adeboye is saying that he wants a marriage of Britain and USA, and if you marry these two together, you may get something uniquely Nigerian. I don't know where he's coming from, and I don't know if in the fusion of these two systems that he's talking about, it has taken into account the feudal mindset of the Fulani. They run a feudal state. They run a feudal state. If you don't know the meaning of feudalism, go and look it up in the dictionary. Please can somebody give me the definition of feudalism to my pages that the world can see. In fact, put feudalism, you put monarchy and monarchical system, that is what I mean. In fact, what obtains in the West, in Oduduwa at the moment, is not even absolute monarchy, so to speak. I think let us say it is something that maybe you had in Italy during the medieval period, where you had the keys, you have all these families and all over the place, controlling city-states. But they are crown heads. Do you understand? In the north, you have a feudal system, and then in the east, you have republicanism. How can you match those three together? If you ask me to go to the north and bow down before the Sultan of Sokoto, if you present me in front of the Sultan of Sokoto and I shake his hand, everybody will complain. He lacks respect. But that is the way the people are. That is how we are. We are Republicans. We believe that all men were created equal. But some people believe that not all men are created equal. And you have those people in a place called the Republic. How can you say Republic? The Federal Republic of Nigeria. When in that Federal Republic of Nigeria, you have royal fathers. I don't understand it. These are the anomalies that I want the lives of Pastor Adeboye to be able to have in mind, to understand that Nigeria is unworkable. Nigeria can never be together because these systems, nobody, unless you go to war to conquer and to subdue people, nobody in the history of mankind has been able to reconcile three different systems into one. It's not done anywhere.
Follow me up.
Britain managed to do it, and they did it with conquest. Britain colonized and managed to use conquest, that colonial conquest that they accomplished, to forcibly fuse three different systems together into one. Now you understand it. So when our dear pastor is talking about something that is 100% Nigerian, that then cannot be British and it cannot be American either. And as I'm saying this is the very first time I'm actually observing what Facebook is doing. Sometimes I look at what now I can see. Every time it refreshes, every time Facebook will refresh it, and if they refresh it, they press down the numbers. If they refresh it, they press down the numbers. I have never seen this before. This is the only time I'm actually watching this very broadcast like any other person is doing on one of the monitors that we have here in front of us. That is what they do. It got to 7,000, they refreshed it, it went back to 6,000. That is what they are doing. Then does that bother us? Because we put our customer as we have been mandated to do. Therefore, Pastor Adeboye said, can't we have a combination of both to see whether it could help us? He is not sure. He's saying to do another experiment to see whether it will help us. And we are saying, dear Pastor, it is not going to help us because Britain is not African. It is not going to help us because the United States of America is not African. If you're planning to create something that is uniquely African, you go back to the way you were before the white man came. That should be the basic starting point of everything. This is what I call, of course, he has the best of intentions. He is trying to stop the agitation from overwhelming everybody. And I can assure all these pastors that when we go our separate ways, we do the work on their own and Biafra on their own, people will still come to your churches. Please don't panic. Don't think because of this agitation that once Biafra is on its own, you won't have Biafrans going to your church and paying tithe and sowing seed and all the rest of it. They will still be doing it because we are black people. That is how we are wired. That is how our brain is. We are predisposed to superstition. As long as we have people who are superstitious, don't worry, sir. You will get your tithe, you will get your seed, you will get your everything you need, your offering, you will be getting it. Don't worry about it. Then we are going our separate ways. We must go our separate ways. Then should we sit down and have the need to be one people together, then people can sit down and negotiate terms of a union. They can now join a union. For anybody to try to sustain this charade that the white man built, you are causing more harm than good. That is something you must understand. People should not panic and look at their own parochial interest or think, oh, I'm going to lose out, as most of them are now doing. Oh, if I lose out, my children can no longer be leaders of Nigeria and rule people the way that I ruled them. That is what some of them are saying. They want Nigeria to be sustained, that their fraud may continue, and we're saying no to that. It is not possible. Absolutely impossible. So I want our dear Pastor Deboye to please try and go back and advise this zoological republic, the Fulani Janjaweed government in Abuja, to let them understand one clear, simple fact. Nigeria is unsalvageable. British parliamentary system is un-African. US system, presidential system is un-African. When America wanted to build a society, they never copied France. They didn't copy the UK. They didn't copy anybody. They went to build something very, very unique to their taste. The same thing we should be doing. And if you go to look for those things that are very unique to us, you will come to see that the way the political system is structured in Yoruba land before the coming of the white man is not how it is in Biafra land. They are two different, diametrically different systems. We are Republicans. And we want people to keep any system that they prefer. As the first commentator did this very evening, the guy who quite brilliantly summarized what is happening. What are you afraid of? Yugoslavia divided. Soviet Union that had nuclear weapons everywhere. There were nuclear weapons scattered across the entire Soviet Union. They broke up and nothing happened. Why are you afraid, I ask? All of you who are afraid, what are you benefiting from Nigeria? What is it that you're getting from Nigeria that will make you to insist, even living under falsehood? You call Nigeria a republic, but you have people you call your Royal Highness. In England, where you have your Royal Highness, all of them are Royal Highnesses. And from the Queen down to every member of the Royal family, they are Royal Highnesses. Do you hear about the Republic of Britain? I'm asking you. Any country in this world, you see Saudi Arabia is governed by a royal family. Do you hear about Republic of Saudi Arabia? It is not a republic. It is the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. In Bahrain, it is the same thing. In UAE, it is the same thing. They are not called republic. Any country in this world that has the name or prefix republic before their name, you don't have any royal highnesses. Now, ask yourself, where did you get this anomaly from? It is because people are not educated. Because people are not schooled enough. People are not disciplined enough to understand what they want and to come out openly to say we want it. The only people that can answer His Royal Highness are people who are not republics. Do you understand it? Mexico is a republic. Do they have their Royal Highnesses in Mexico? The answer is no. Canada is Canada is not a republic because the Queen is the head of state of Canada, so they are not still a republic, but they have all the attributes that republics have. Do they have kings? Do they have His Royal Highness? People that dress like the mayor of London, empty, vacuous criminals everywhere, answering to their Royal Highnesses. It doesn't happen there. Anywhere you have the word republic, they don't have kings. They don't have Eze. Not even Eze in Sabongeri in Kano. No. Why are you answering a republic if you're not a republic? Somebody should please answer me. These are the things that people don't know about black people. I go back to black people because that is the problem. Everything is half-baked. They don't understand the mess they are in. Everything is management, half-baked. When I was very small, my cousin in Aba in those days taught me something. And all those adages and proverbs, and she taught me. I was very, very small. Like I wouldn't forget. I think I was about 5 years old or thereabout. And one day we were lying down, we were outside in the evening. And she said, I will never forget. And she said, she was teaching me idioms and proverbs and all the rest of it. And she said half education is dangerous. I never knew what it meant. She was reading from a book and I was memorizing. As she was saying it, I was memorizing them. Half education is dangerous and all the rest of them. I was, cramming all these things. And it wasn't until I became an adult that I knew what half education is dangerous actually means. These Facebook people are very funny, From 7.1, it refreshed and it's gone to 6.8. Unbelievable. I never knew this was what they were doing. I never knew. It's only now, for the very first time, that I'm saying it. I won't allow them, of course, to distract us. We are continuing. God in heaven. It's gone down to 6.5. Unbelievable. Facebook of this zoological republic. We must continue. Half education is dangerous. People in Africa are half educated. Only half-educated people will call their nation, so-called nation, a republic, when within that republic you have His Royal Highness, Her Royal Highness, their eminence in a republic. How is that possible, I ask? Because even those of them they call their founding fathers or their crowning fathers, they don't know the meaning of the word republic. They have no idea what it means. So when the world is looking at it, please bring your president, bring that mask wearer, bring him up, let him speak. They are looking at you. They'll say, but I thought they said they're a republic. Live video interrupted. They've gone to 6.1. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Facebook. God in heaven. These guys are something else. These people are something else, I'm telling you. Something else. Just removing people like that. They have just in a stroke removed 15,000 people from watching this. It is unbelievable. No wonder black people are evil. When they say black people are bad, you should think of those who are working for Facebook in Lagos, how horrible they are, how awful these people truly are. Now, let me tell you something that people don't understand. Anybody who lives or who took part, participated, or was part of the so-called constitution that gave birth to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Nigeria is not a republic, because nowhere on this earth do you have His Royal Highness as part of a republic. And I will go from one acclaimed man of God to another man of God as well, a man that I respect immensely, Archbishop Kuka, or should I say Bishop Kuka of Sokoto Diocese. He wrote, I think it was an audio which was captured by a Zoo newspaper. Kuka to Buhari, that is the mask wearer. Kuka to Buhari, Nigeria literally pool of blood. Reset the clock before it's too late. The same thing that Adoboy is saying that they're telling him. And I wonder why is it that in the zoo people have this attitude of always begging for something? Please amend the constitution. Oh, please, can you build road for us? Oh, please, can you pay our bursaries? Please, can you pay our salary? Please, can you pay our pension? Everything is please, please. And we are begging you. I'm talking to you. Why is that the case? You are in a republic where power belongs to the people. You don't need to actually beg anybody. If you understand the meaning of republic, you don't need to beg anybody. You need to demand for the things that you want. That's the meaning of republic. If you don't know, it means power belongs to the people. Now, I am asking, why all this culture of begging? You're always begging. Adeboye was begging a so-called Buhari, which is Aisha's boyfriend, Yusuf Mohammed. Everybody is begging everybody. Why do you need to beg him? Why do you need to beg Fulani Janjaweed in Asorok? Why are people foolish in Africa? I don't understand it. Why are you begging them? You can force them to do something. The same way we have compelled them to do something is how all of you must key in or tune into what we are doing to force them, because the power actually belongs to you, if at all you know the meaning of the word republic. If at all you know the meaning of it. Because most people don't know the meaning of it. And we are here to let you understand what it means. Now listen, the Catholic Bishop of Sokoto Diocese, Matthew Hassan Goga, has advised Muhammad Brothers Yusuf Mohammed. That's the boy's name. Aisha Buhari's boyfriend is Yusuf Mohammed. That's his name. I told you before, that is the boy's name, Yusuf Mohammed. Has advised President Muhammad Buhari to look inwards into Nigeria's problem and find a lasting solution to it. But there is no Buhari. I want to let Bishop Coker to know this, and I want everybody to understand this. If you're in doubt, go to my page. Somebody, it's not my video, I didn't compile it, I've forgotten the name of the person who actually did it. I need to give him credit for it. I posted a video earlier today that Facebook, in their infinite wisdom, tried to suppress as much as possible. Of course, they failed, as they will always fail. In that very video, you can see the old dead Buhari, you can see the new one. And to make matters worse, the idiot was wearing a mask, or in fact he pulled it down and he was talking, and you can see his the floppy ear, how it was bent. There is nowhere on this earth, there is no other human being on this earth wearing a face mask with the pomo ear. The ear kanda, you know kanda that we eat that has no, it doesn't have any nutritional value. You know kanda doesn't have any value. In fact, it will give you cancer because they tend to prepare it with car tire, isn't it? They're born rubber. You know pomo, kanda. Somebody, I don't know what is pomo in English or kanda. Somebody should please tell our white friends what kanda or pomo means. I don't know what it means. Somebody should tell them in English language what it means. If you look at the ear of the man, I am talking to Hassan Cook, I'm talking to Bishop Coker, please. Go to my page. You will see the ear of the man. Look at, he took a picture with Jonathan where they were deceiving themselves. Look at his ear. Look at his ear, because Jonathan asked them, why do you bring this man to me? Of course, they'll be shocked how I know this. They said, oh, he's very sick. You know, we need to put up a front. You know, everywhere in the whole world, people have body doubles. And Buhari is very sick. So once in a while, we'll bring out this one to come and greet people. Oh, do you want him to come out and the nation will be disgraced? That was the reason why they are saying, or now they are muting, are saying they can bring Jonathan back. Do you understand? Because Jonathan has seen that Aisha's boyfriend, Yusuf Muhammad, is not Buhari. You can see his ear. Now ask yourself, how come Jonathan, his ear is not bent? How come Jonathan, they are wearing the same face mask, but Jonathan's ear is standing up, but the ear of this impostor, because it's silicone ear, it is artificial ear, you can see it bending down. Why do people insist on referring to Yusuf Muhammad, Aisha Buhari's boyfriend, as Buhari? I don't understand this. And these are men of God. Bishop Coker is a man of God, a man that I respect immensely. I'm asking him, are you telling me that the God you worship, the Jesus Christ that you kneel down to call upon every day, the same Jesus Christ that went to the temple and drove away money changers, the same Jesus that preached the truth, you claim you're following Jesus Christ and you're referring to that thing in Asarok as Buhari? As a man of God. You claim you're a man of God. You people call yours, in fact, including Pastor Deboye, you people claim you worship God Almighty, the God of Israel. A God of valor, a God of truth, a God that doesn't condone liars and lies. And you come out and you say that that thing with the ear that is bent, the ear, but more ear is Buhari. I challenge both Adeboye and Bishop Coker. I challenge any of them to stand up with the Holy Bible and say that that man in Asorok is Buhari. I challenge them. I challenge anybody. I challenge any imam. Not the idiot now got somebody like an imbecile. I challenge anybody to pick up the proper Quran and to swear and to say that the man in Asorok, I want an imam to do that, to say this man in Asorok is Buhari. I want any preacher of any persuasion to stand up with the Holy Bible before his or her congregation to say that the man in Asorok is Buhari. His name is Yusuf Muhammad. He is Aisha Buhari's boyfriend. You can see his ear. Unless you're blind, or unless you're blind and you're stupid and you're hopeless, and you're a baboon, you're a monkey, you are an idiot, only then can you look at a man with the ear that is floppy like Pomo and you say that that person is Buhari. You must be insane. You are a mad person. I challenge any of them, any of their preachers, pick up the Holy Bible and say that the man in Asorok is Buhari. Why am I saying this? Because all of you know where the solution lies. Everybody is suffering, everybody is in pain. There is problem everywhere, insecurity, death, mayhem everywhere. I ask you, all of you, you know the solution to the problem. It's very, very very simple. Rather than beg, oh please, can you restructure the constitution? Can you restructure the flag? Can you restructure Abuja to make it look like Kafanchan? Can you restructure Kafanchan to make it look like Akure? All these idiotic debates that people are having, all of you are wasting your time. You are behaving as if you don't have any brain. That is a very simple solution. Simple solution is, if they are serious, if these pastors are serious, all you need to do is to say to Asorok, if you don't restructure, or I wouldn't call it restructuring, if you don't start the process of setting the people free within 4 months, we will come out and announce that the man who is there is Aisha's boyfriend and not Buhari. We will challenge you to come out and to prove that that man is Buhari. Believe you me, 48 hours, everything will change. 48 hours is also, I said 48 hours, everything will change. If these pastors can be truthful to the word of God, to the Bible that they're holding, if the imams can be truthful to the Quran that they're handling, if people can stop being afraid and come out and say the truth and to say, if you don't restructure, those who claim they want restructuring, if you don't do what we're asking you to do, we the people, if you don't do it, we will ask you to bring this man in the public to address us live, to tell us he's Buhari. Believe you me, within 48 hours, all this Boko Haram will stop. Janja, all these Fulani bandits, Mietiala, they will all go silent. But what worries me is that all of these people, including the pastors, including the imams, they know the truth, but they don't want to go for the jugular because they are benefiting something from Nigeria. They must be getting something from Nigeria because there is a nuclear option. Since the Fulanis don't want to reason, since they don't want to listen, there is a nuclear option. The nuclear option is, if you don't do what we are asking you to do, we will question the identity of whoever is in Asorok that you're claiming is Buhari. We will question his identity in public. And they believe you me, 48 hours, the doctrine of necessity will set in and they will set in motion everything to make the lives of the people better. It's as simple as that. Something they can do. So that every day, we are begging. I want the president to please look at the suffering of the people. To look. Who told you that power will concede without pressure? Power in the whole world never can concede without pressure. You must put pressure. What pressure do you have? When you come out on the streets to protest, they will kill you. When you criticize them too much, DSS will come and arrest you. Yes, all the pastors, you're not going to break the law. All you need to do is to send a very subtle message, a very subliminal message to say, if you don't start the process of making things right within 4 weeks, I will cast doubt on the genuine identity of the man in Asorok. Believe you me, if people, heavyweight pastors like Emopai and Okonkwo and Adeboye and Koka and Obinna and Chukuma and let's say the likes of Fadede, if these people can come out and very simply, you don't have to do much. There is no need for protest, revolution now, revolution yesterday or 2 days ago. You don't need to protest on the street. You don't need to do anything. All these people, even including newspaper editors, if that is to tell you that people are benefiting. It's just like Buhari's certificate saga. Some lawyers took them to court, and when they got to court, they gave them money and they withdrew the case. People are benefiting. Because you cannot tell me that you have the silver bullet to cure all the problems of the zoo. You see, our God is a miraculous God. God gave Nigerians a cure for their problem. But being black people, this case of Buhari, dead Buhari and all these impostors was what convinced me beyond every reasonable doubt that black people are not intelligent enough to be called human beings. I'm being honest with you before God and man. We are not intelligent enough to be called. Now God gave you a solution. Forget all the nonsense. Forget everything you say in the pulpit is irrelevant. God gave you, because they said God cannot give you a problem without a solution. If God gave you the problem, which is Buhari, God has also given you a solution. The solution is the impostor in Asorok, Yusuf Mohammed. Very simple. What's it going to cost you? Nothing. I want people to rise up tomorrow and to say to Asorok, if you don't restructure, those who want restructuring, we are going for our freedom outright. If you, those of you in the mainstream who are afraid of the truth that you want to restructure, say to them, let the likes of Ohaneze, Pandev, and Mafeni Fere rise up and say, if you do not give us restructuring within 4 weeks, if they're afraid, they can go on exile to do it if they're afraid. Say within 4 weeks, don't give it to us. We will publicly call into question the identity of the man you claim is Buhari, the one with the pomo ear. I'm telling you, 48 hours, you hear National Assembly will sit on emergency to do everything that you want. It's simple common sense. But you cannot do it in this UG. 2 minutes past 8 p.m. in the land of Biafra, and 2 minutes past the top of the hour wherever you are. We brought you people here where you are now. IPOB, radio, through Radio Biafra, brought you where you are now. This level of consciousness now that people have all over the place, people can now understand they have a problem. Every blessed day, I am saying to Coca, instead of begging, oh, before it is too late, Adeboye is begging, oh, please try and check. It's simple, don't beg. You don't have to beg, because power belongs to the people you claim you're in a republic, unless you're not in a republic. All you need to do, I'm not asking you to do anything extraordinary. You can write them a secret letter by yourself. Listen to me carefully. This is something that, you know where we come from, we say we go big. People don't know the meaning of it. They don't know the meaning of it. Yes, the crowd or public is strength, yes. Now let me put it to you this way. If people want to see a change this week that we are in this zoo called Nigeria, if you want to see a change, let Adeboye not say it alone. I don't want maybe Obinna or Koka to say it alone, or Nikon. No. All of you must come out and issue the statement at the same time and sign the letter at the same time. Are you telling me that the so-called Nigerians or those in Sokoto will allow DSS to go and arrest Bishop Koka? Is not done. Desmond Tutu, nothing happened to him. These people, they claim they are men of God, but sometimes I doubt it, because they see the truth and they turn a blind eye. I want to ask all the preachers, all of you will sign the letter together. And as you sign the letter together, you remain very visible. Are you telling me that the DSS will now mobilize to go to all the states of the Federation of the Zoo, arresting everybody, every prominent preacher? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? Because I don't understand it. Is that what you're saying? Of course not, they cannot do it. Now ask yourself, what is it that is stopping these so-called powerful men of God from doing what Archbishop Desmond Tutu did against apartheid in South Africa? Apartheid was horrible. It was awful. People were dying. There was discrimination. Everything was bad. The same thing now happening in the zoo. And I'm asking these preachers, these so-called men of God, of every persuasion, of every denomination, why can't you come together? I'm not asking you to come out on the street to protest. Simply write a letter to Asorok saying, if you don't do what we're asking you to do, we would have reason to believe that whoever is there is not Buhari. Because if it is Buhari that people voted for, he would have responded or reacted to the yearnings of the people. If you're not doing anything within 4 weeks, we will call for the ratification or clarification of the identity of whoever is in Asorok, 48 hours. Fulani headsmen will stop. Mietiala will stop. Fulani bandits, I said 48 hours, 8 hours, 2 days, all this nonsense will stop. Now ask yourself, why are these pastors not doing it? Because I understand the imams, they want to spread Islam to the Atlantic Ocean. That's understandable. So they have a mission. They are all working together. After all, the Sultan is the head of Islam in the zoo, which means that even Ahmed Tinubu is loyal to him, which means that all of them who claim that they are Yoruba Muslims who are against the Oduduwa Republic, they are all loyal to Sultan of Sokoto. They want to see Sokoto Caliphate extend all the way to the Atlantic Ocean. That is what they want. Unless you have brain, unless you have thinking faculty, you cannot be able to comprehend all of these things. Now I ask them, when will you stop begging? When will you stop begging whoever you claim, whoever you say is Buhari? When will you stop begging? It is because of this begging attitude. That is why SARS is going about killing people every blessed day. Today they have released a statement saying, oh, SARS will stop killing people. We are withdrawing them from the road. The same thing they said about taking away checkpoints in Biafra land. Their checkpoints are still there. How many times have they withdrawn SARS before? But you people, you can't reason. Why have they decided to withdraw SARS? Because of the riot, or should I say the reaction of the youths in Ughelli in Delta State. I said power concedes nothing. They killed somebody. If you had allowed them to get away with it, the IG of police wouldn't have issued the statement saying they are now withdrawing SARS from roads and all that nonsense, because people got angry and they rose up. If you don't want to learn anything in life, learn something from it. Power cannot concede anything. Once somebody is holding on to power, absolute power for that matter, in a very impoverished, backward society like the zoo created by the British, called Nigeria, they cannot concede anything unless you force them to. That is something people don't know. You must appealing to them. They are impervious to reason. If you appeal to them, just like a policeman in the UK, when a policeman stops and says, oh, so sorry, sir. He says, can I please see your registration or your license? And you say, sorry, sir. Once you say sorry, you're finished. He'll ask you to park very well. Why? You say, what are you saying sorry for? Why, if your hands are clean, why are you begging? Why must you beg? You present your driver's license and you say, I don't have it here, sir, and then they give you a producer. Or they can check on the system to see if they have it at DVLA. In Swansea, that's all. Why are you begging? If you beg, you're even in greater trouble. Why are you begging people that you claim you gave power to? You claim they're in Asrock because of you. Why are you begging them? I ask. Because of your begging attitude. SARS has been killing people, you keep begging. Every day you beg, and they keep killing. The only reason why they stopped them today, if I thought they have stopped them, was because youths rose up and was chasing SARS. Because enough is enough. That is how human beings are. Because power will concede nothing until you compel it to. You don't know that? Now, what is happening? I want that video to be played. I want people to understand before. I want to put this video on my page, please. The video of SARS killing people, dragging them and shooting them dead. And I am going to tweet it tomorrow. In fact, even this night I will tweet it. I want it to retweeted over 10,000 times. We are going to tweet this. We are going to tweet this very video. We want the world to see how barbaric, how evil the police in the zoo are. And there is something that you people don't know. You see this level of barbarism, you cannot do it in the north. You cannot. So people talk about SARS. SARS is another means, another way of reducing the population of young people in the south. This is something people don't understand. Fulani came with a multifaceted agenda. Every armed service in the zoo has been Fulanized and primed to kill in the south. That is something some of you don't understand. The army is busy killing, burning villages in Andoni. In broad daylight, Nigerian army, yes. SARS are busy killing people. They have killed people so much because they know you people can never fight back. They know you're docile. They know you go to social media and you write, rest in peace, sleep on bro, sleep on sister, and all that rubbish. And they are killing people. They're in Okozo killing people. They're everywhere killing because they know you will do nothing. Then you will do anything. Because their apologies are everywhere. If you try to rise up to do what is right, you will see one of is the integrity of Nigeria. You are affecting the integrity of Nigeria to affect our integrity in our pocket. That is all they are concerned about. Tell me how many times I ask everybody now. Tell me how many times SARS have gone to Kano, to Katsina, to Sokoto, to Meduguri to kill people. How many times they said our community radio has stopped. They said it has stopped. I don't know, everything is fine here. Everything is fine. It's streaming okay. Please make sure that you have enough data, please. I'm getting information. People said, I need confirmation, please. It is working. I can see it here. Our systems are go. Not when your credit run out, you say you're not getting IPOB community radio. Please go and reboot your phone. Go and reboot your phone, please. Go and reboot it. Very, very important, please. Go and reboot your phone, please. It's working. Don't mind what Facebook. I've been seeing what Facebook has been doing. After a while, they refresh. To keep pushing the numbers down because a lot of people are joining us. And that's what they're supposed to do. That is what they're doing because they're working for the zoo. We are live and we are direct. And I want to ask you once again, can you name one person shot dead by SARS in Sokoto? Name one person shot dead by SARS in Kebbi State. Name one person that was shot dead by SARS in Yobe State. Name one student, a bright student that was killed by SARS in Katsina. Can you name somebody killed by SARS in Kano State? That tells you all you need to know. But you see, our people